G'day Blues fans, and welcome to the first Blue Tube of 2010. I'm here today with our club CEO Matt Benson for a bit of an update on what's been going on around the club. Matt, obviously still a busy time of the year, even though footy's not on at the moment, with things like membership and other bits and pieces around the club. What's been going on?
Well, it's actually a case of what hasn't been going on, Rhino. The server has been down at the club for over a week, and you realise how completely dependent on modern technology you are. So we're without emails and we're out without internet access. So apologies from the club if anybody's been trying to get in touch by email over the last week or so. We've had a server go down and there's not much you can do about that. We're just trying to retrieve all of the data at this stage. But look, it is a very busy time of the year. Obviously memberships are flowing in. We're finalising sponsorships for 2010. Everything's on track, but obviously we always want more members. I think that's been a message that's come from this club for 10 years now, that members are the lifeblood of SANFL clubs. They're a lifeblood of any club for that matter. And you know, we see over the last month or so with all of the issues regarding Port Magpies that they've now got a membership base of in excess of 5,000 people. And I suppose the challenge I throw out to the Sturt fans is, look, we really don't want to have a situation where it gets as desperate as it did for the Magpies before you have another 3,000 odd members join up to save a club. The best thing to do is join up and make sure if you've got mates who love the Sturt Footy Club or come to the footy, that they do their bit and join up as a member. We're over 2,000, which is ahead of where we were last year. We'd love to get to 3,000 members. We've averaged between 2,000 and 2,500 for a number of years now. So to crack that 3,000 mark would be a great achievement for the club, but it's a tough challenge getting a lot more members around the place.
And I know that Bianca's been pretty busy trying to get all the membership packs together and so forth, and montages and things like that to get out to members. So has that held things up a little bit, having the email down?
Oh look, obviously the office revolves around the software and the new technologies that are involved with running a business these days. So yes, it has held things up. If anybody's going to get a montage or has one on order as part of that deal, they'll be ready in the next week or two. They'll be ready at the first home game, but a letter will be going out in the next week or two. So no need to ring the club. The montages will be ready at the first home game, which is obviously round 3 against Glenelg, which should be a bumper day.
And last week, Matt, the week before, we had our AGM here at the club, and it was good to hear that financially things seem to be turning around for the footy club in comparison to the loss that was made last year.
Yes, obviously last year was very disappointing for everybody, and that probably came on the back of a decision by the board to invest pretty heavily in football in 2008. So we're happy that we're on the right track. There's still a lot more work to do. We're finalising the audited figures in the next day or so, and for those who are interested, we will be having a very brief session at the beginning of the season launch on Tuesday, March the 16th, to finalise the figures for the club. So the annual general meeting was in fact adjourned to be reconvened at the season launch for presentation of the audited figures at the opening of the launch. So if people want to come along to the launch and hear that news about the audited figures, they're very welcome. They don't have to pay. They can just stand up the back. Richard Allen, the president, will present the figures, and then we'll get into the launch. But it has been a pleasing turnaround. A lot more work to do. More members, more sponsors, a big year ahead for fundraising. We're looking at doing another lottery with Claridge Holden. Claridges have come on as our corporate partner in 2010, which is fantastic news. They're a high-profile business in the local area. They've been fantastic supporters of footy in the past, and it's great to have Mike and the team back on board in 2010. So we're looking to do a lottery with them again. But we have some big plans for 2010, Rhino, as far as fundraising and events. Obviously, we've got the season launch on March the 16th. We've got the Grand Old Flag lunch happening again in May, on May the 14th. We've got Ian Robson, who's the CEO of Essendon, and David Parkin confirmed as two of the three panellists. So we're still waiting for the last panellist. And obviously the first game here versus Glenelg may well be our biggest game here for the year. So that's a massive day, round 3, I think April the 10th. Look, there's a lot happening. It's very busy.
You tell me right, I got the blues.